platform provides the opportunity for me to update you on the progress made in the implementation of the schemes. I'm very much aware, and I want to commend you all for your continued interest and monitoring of the execution of the schemes with a view to guaranteeing their seamless implementation. And I must say we've enjoyed a lot of publicity, both from the print and electronic media, as well as those of you who have access to social media. My briefing this morning, therefore, is to present facts and figures on the implementation of the scheme. Furthermore, I'll present activities and programs that will lead to the takeoff of other components of the scheme. The three components that haven't taken off so far are the transport grant, the general MSMEs grant, and the guaranteed offtake scheme. Gentlemen, you may wish to note, since our last briefing, that the application portal was migrated from www.survivalfundapplication.com to www.survivalfund.gov.ng. This was in a bid to ensure that the process of enlisting prospective beneficiaries was smooth and in compliance with government regulations. The white list of beneficiaries fully verified for disbursement and payments to the approved block of beneficiaries has also commenced, and disbursements have been approved for a total of 16,253 MSME businesses, accounting for a total of 101,567 individual beneficiaries. The sum of 30,000 naira was paid to each of 94,696 employees or individual beneficiaries, while the sum of 50,000 naira was paid to another 6,871 employees or individual beneficiaries. So far, we've been able to benefit 2.6% of those with special needs, while we've been able to attract 43% of female-owned enterprises for disbursement. So you can see that we still were about 3% short of meeting our target for the females, and we're working hard on seeing how we can balance up these figures. The disbursements for the MSME payroll support commenced last week, Wednesday, and it is ongoing presently across the country. However, due to the inability of some states to meet their targets, the portal is likely to be reopened to accommodate some specific states. You remember when we had the first briefing, we had certain numbers across all the states except Lagos, Kano, and Abia that has slightly different figures. Now, looking at the enrollment rates and those that have actually uploaded all their documentation, we discovered some states are not likely to meet their targets. So we're looking at two options: either reopening the website for those states or seeing if they're just minor documentation that hasn't been completed to see how we can make up the figures for those states. Because you remember, we have a sort of formula that gives all the states specific numbers. So other milestones achieved under the payroll support track is the verification for payment. As I mentioned, 101,567 beneficiaries. These have been paid, and there's a lot of feedback coming from the states. And so far for Lagos State, we're able to pay 25,000. Kano had 17,000. Abia 16,000. And you have a total of 13,000 for every other state. For the artisan track scheme, which is being implemented in 3 streams. You remember we told you we were taking the first 12 states and another 12, and then the last 12 plus the FCT. For this track, the first stream commenced on 1st October, while payments to beneficiaries in the stream has been approved, and consequently, 29,000 beneficiaries, these are the artisans, have been approved for payment across the following states: the FCT, Lagos, Ondo, Kaduna, Borno, Kano, Bauchi, Anambra, Abia, Plateau, and Delta. And in terms of percentages, I think for the artisans, we have reached our percentages of getting the 45%. And I think in some states, the female artisans slightly outnumbered the male artisans. However, you know that with the transport segment, we're anticipating that we're going to get a predominance of the male beneficiaries within the transport sector. For Stream 2, while disbursement to beneficiaries under the first stream was ongoing, enumeration of artisans in Stream 2 commenced on the 26th of October and concluded on 11th of November. Beneficiaries under this stream have been fully verified and will start receiving payments from today. This was part of the assignment we're doing, which led to the slight delay in the commencement of this press briefing. So for Stream 2, the states include so the states for Stream 2 include Taraba, Adamawa, Bayelsa, Edo, Ogun, Ekiti, Katsina, Kebbi, Kogi, Kwara, Enugu, and Ebonyi. Now, enumeration of artisans under the third stream will commence on Monday, the 30th of November. And Stream 3 states comprise the following: Akwa Ibom, Cross River, Zamfara, Yobe, Sokoto, Nasarawa, Niger, Imo, Oyo, Osun, Jigawa, Gombe, and Benue states. Now, coming to the formalization support scheme, which is being undertaken by the CAC. You remember this is a component that has that's targeting 250,000 new businesses. This commenced on the 26th of October, and the CAC has targeted the first batch of 100,000 beneficiaries. So we're waiting on their actual report to see how far they've gone. But they're doing this across the country. Once they hit the target of 100,000 beneficiaries, they'll go on to the second tranche of 100,000 and then the next 50,000. Now, it is also important to note that the selection of beneficiaries for all the schemes under the Survival Fund are treated on first-come, first-served basis and across the states. So we commenced enumeration of the artisan scheme for Stream 3, as I mentioned, on the 13th of November. And other tracks have been approved to commence as follows. So for the transportation track, we're going to kick off this on the 30th of November, which is Monday, and we're going to target all states at the same time. It's not going to be in streams, because for the transportation sector, we're just going to deal with long-distance drivers, taxis, keke napep, and so on. It's all transport sector. So we'll just take them all at once. Finally, I think the guaranteed offtake scheme, we're going to inform you. We're still working out the modalities of the logistics, not the products. We've already done a mapping of what products are being produced where, and it's just the logistics, and we'll inform you accordingly. Gentlemen of the press, let me, to conclude, reiterate the commitment of the federal government to the full implementation of the scheme.